welcome to Sports News. Nigerian athletes at the Commonwealth Games in Glasgow say they hope to sustain the momentum they achieved and do better at the Olympic Games. Nigeria finished 8th on the medals table. They set a new Games record in the women's 100 meters and put up a fine performance in wrestling and weightlifting. Sports correspondent Austin Okonakwan reviews Team Nigeria's participation at the 2014 Commonwealth Games.
Team Nigeria was received by thunderous applause when they stepped out to record the 13th appearance at the Commonwealth Games in Glasgow, Scotland. Dressed in an admirable green and white attire, the athletes looked fired up to surpass their performance at the 2010 edition in New Delhi, India.
Boxing and weightlifting, 4 of the 5 athletes who have won multiple gold medals have also...
Nettie leads with 6 meters and 49 centimeters.
A major positive from the Games is the revelation that Nigeria's next generation of athletes are ready to take over. It was 16-year-old Chika Amahala that got the medals chase started when she won gold in the women's 53-kilogram weightlifting event. But that celebration was cut short when she tested positive to a banned substance and consequently banned for 2 years. Upon arrival in Lagos, Chika could barely talk, and weightlifting coach Emmanuel Shoma struggled to tell the story of what really happened.
It's unfortunate it happened, but it has happened. We are addressing it. It was just one of the mistakes that children can make. You know, she's a very small girl. Only God knows how she came about it. But
gold medalist in the women's plus 75 kg weightlifting event, Mariam Usman, had a clearer message for young athletes.
Yeah, I'm going to tell them to train hard, stay clean, and, stay positive.
Record breaker Blessing Okagbare shown more than 1 million stars at the Games, winning 2 gold and a silver medal.
Yes, she can! Okagbare, the African queen, reigns in Glasgow tonight. 10:85. She has smashed the Games record.
She created a new Games record in the 100 meters and became the first Nigerian to win 2 gold medals at the Commonwealth event.
In the first 20 seconds, with a double leg, and when she got the pin.
Odunayo Adekuroye produced arguably Nigeria's best moment at the Games. She needed barely a minute to win gold in the 53-kilogram women's freestyle wrestling and gave Glasgow some traditional entertainment.
Look at that for a celebration! Woo!
If you spend money on athletes, you have results. The Nigerian Commission, the National Sports Commissions, they really tried. We were calmed, our food was okay, even we went to the training tour. So if you are given more, and more is expected of you too.
Nigeria registered for 6 sporting events and won a total of 36 medals, 11 gold, 11 silver, and 14 bronze. 5 of the 6 produced medals, except shooting that had issues and could not participate. The special athletes also played a huge part in the country's success at the Games. With the impressive performance of young athletes such as Ese Brume, table tennis star Ojo Onolapo, wrestling sensation Odunayo Adekuroye, Aminat Adeniyi, and even the Ogundele sisters, the lesson from this Commonwealth Games for Nigeria is that if we invest on talent discovery and development, sports in this country will shine again. Austin Okonakwan, Channels Television News, Lagos.
Meanwhile, Nigeria's under-20 female national team, the Falconets, will start their 7th FIFA under-20 campaign today against Mexico at the Moncton Stadium in Canada. They will look to improve on the 4th place finish at the last tournament held in Japan in 2012. Halimatu Ayinde and Chiwendu Ihezu will lead the line for Nigeria, ably supported by the impressive Asisat Oshoala. US-based Courtney Dike is also in the squad to add more experience and guile. Nigeria topped Group B of the last edition in Japan with 7 points from 3 matches, beating both South Korea and Italy and drawing with Brazil. And that's the sports news at 10. I'm Olumide Makoli, the news at 10.
Well, let's go to our foreign stories. Things started off on a bloody note in the northern Iraqi city of Mosul, where at least 30 people were killed in an airstrike. The target was a prison used as a base by fighters from the Islamic State, a jihadist group that seized Mosul back in June. Here's Cynthia Are with more details.
Indeed the case, and some of those killed were being held by militants. Iraqi state TV reported that at least 60 militants were killed and about 300 detainees were able to escape. Then global health experts at the World Health Organization are meeting to discuss new measures to tackle the Ebola outbreak. The meeting is expected to last 2 days and will decide whether to declare a global health emergency. Also today, the Royal Navy has transported 93 more people out of Libya as the situation in the country continues to get worse. HMS Enterprise arrived in Malta today, carrying people, mostly Britons, collected from Tripoli. The Foreign Office said it had helped more than 200 British and EU citizens to leave in total, while many others had left without government assistance. And South Sudan rebels have failed to attend the second day of peace talks aimed at ending months of conflict. Organizers of the talks said it was not clear why they had not shown up, but on Monday, rebel negotiators had complained about the continued presence of Ugandan forces in South Sudan. Finally, almost 600 people are now known to have died in the earthquake that hit Yunnan province on Sunday. The 6.1 magnitude quake struck a mountainous area, destroying thousands of houses and triggering landslides. A total of 589 people were killed and 9 were declared missing. More than 2,400 people were hurt in the process. And those are the top stories on the...
Thank you, Cynthia. And the main news again. Nigeria has recorded its first death from Ebola virus, as the federal government has commenced moves to import the trial drug Zimap from the United States for the treatment of Ebola victims. Governors of Nigeria's southwest states have started brainstorming on ways to contain the spread of the Ebola virus and have appealed to the striking doctors to resume work. Well, that's the news at 10. I'm Bimbo Oluyede, and up next is Focus on Africa.